What if the Ghostface killings were never about revenge? What if every murder from the very first Scream movie until now was only part of a much bigger game? Imagine receiving a phone call in the middle of the night, hearing that familiar voice ask, "What's your favorite scary movie?" But this time, the caller already knows every decision you'll make before you even answer. Imagine realizing that someone has been secretly studying every Ghostface killer for decades, learning from every mistake and preparing to become the most intelligent and terrifying Ghostface the world has ever seen. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But what if I told you this could become the story of Scream 7? A movie that has the potential to redefine the entire franchise. So don't skip even a second, because this story gets darker, smarter, and more shocking with every minute. After the brutal events of the previous Ghostface attacks, everyone believes the nightmare has finally ended. Survivors try to rebuild their lives, new towns begin feeling safe again, and the media slowly moves on to other stories. But somewhere in complete silence, hidden inside an abandoned house, filled with old newspaper clippings, police files, surveillance photos, and hundreds of Ghostface masks, someone has been watching everything for years. Every murder, every investigation, every survivor, and every killer has been carefully documented like pieces of one enormous puzzle. Then, without warning, another phone rings. Another victim answers. Another game begins. But this time, Ghostface doesn't just threaten people. Ghostface predicts them. Victims receive messages describing exactly how they will try to escape before they even move. Police arrive at crime scenes only to discover the killer already anticipated every strategy they planned to use. Security cameras are disabled minutes before attacks begin. Every trap prepared for Ghostface somehow becomes a trap for the investigators instead. For the first time in franchise history, it feels like the killer is always several steps ahead of everyone. As fear spreads across the city, detectives begin noticing something disturbing. None of the victims appear connected by family, friendship, or revenge. Instead, every target has one thing in common. They are all somehow connected to the history of Ghostface itself. Journalists who covered earlier murders, detectives who investigated previous cases, doctors who treated survivors, even ordinary people who unknowingly crossed paths with earlier killers years ago. Someone isn't simply continuing the Ghostface legacy. Someone is rewriting it. Soon, one surviving witness discovers a hidden archive containing information that should never exist. Secret recordings from old investigations, personal journals belonging to former Ghostface killers, police evidence that mysteriously disappeared decades ago. It becomes horrifyingly clear that someone has been secretly collecting everything connected to Ghostface since the very first murders in Woodsboro. Meanwhile, the killings become even more terrifying. Every attack feels different. Sometimes Ghostface appears alone. Sometimes witnesses swear they saw multiple ghost faces attacking at exactly the same time. Nobody knows whether there is one killer, two killers, or an entire organization hiding behind the mask. Fear spreads faster than ever because nobody knows who can be trusted anymore. As investigators race to stop the murders, another shocking discovery changes everything. The killer isn't motivated by revenge, money, or personal hatred. The killer wants perfection. According to mysterious recordings left behind after each murder, every previous Ghostface made mistakes. They acted emotionally. They trusted the wrong people. They became careless. The new Ghostface believes all of them failed because they treated murder like revenge instead of strategy. This time, every crime is carefully planned months in advance. Every victim has already been studied. Every escape route has already been predicted. Every possible outcome has already been calculated. For the first time, surviving isn't enough. Someone has to outthink Ghostface. The suspense could become more intense than any previous Scream movie. Every conversation feels dangerous. Every unlocked door creates anxiety. Every ringing phone becomes terrifying. Friends begin suspecting each other. Families stopped trusting one another. Even the audience could struggle to identify the real killer until the final moments of the movie. Visually, Scream 7 could combine classic slasher horror with modern psychological suspense. Rain-soaked streets, abandoned theaters, dark college campuses, isolated houses, underground tunnels, and perfectly timed jump scares could create non-stop tension from beginning to end while staying true to the atmosphere that made the franchise famous. Talking about the star cast, fans are excited to see Neve Campbell officially return as Sidney Prescott, while several familiar characters from earlier films are also expected to appear. New young characters would likely join the story as the next generation caught in Ghostface's deadly game, creating a balance between nostalgia and fresh suspense. When it comes to the budget, Scream 7 is expected to have a production budget of around $35 to $40 million. Continuing the franchise's tradition of delivering high-quality suspense without requiring enormous blockbuster spending. Regarding the release date, Scream 7 is officially scheduled to release on February 27, 2026, making it one of the most anticipated horror films for fans of the franchise. Talking about the worldwide box office, the Scream series has remained one of Hollywood's most successful horror franchises for nearly 3 decades. If Scream 7 delivers a clever mystery, terrifying suspense, and a satisfying return for Sidney Prescott, many analysts believe the film could realistically earn $250 to $450 million worldwide, potentially becoming one of the highest-grossing entries in the franchise. But here's the biggest question of all. What if Ghostface was never just one person? What if the mask itself has become an idea that can never truly die? And what if this time exposing the killer only reveals an even darker secret waiting underneath? If that happens, Scream 7 won't simply continue the franchise. It could become the smartest, most suspenseful, and most unforgettable Ghostface story ever made. Before I end this video, I just want to sincerely thank every single one of you. Every script on this channel takes hours of research, writing, and editing because my goal is to bring you the best Hollywood movie content possible. Your support means everything. Every like, every comment, every share, and every subscription motivates me to work even harder and create bigger, better, and more exciting videos for movie lovers around the world. So if you're excited about Scream 7, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell. Because many more blockbuster Hollywood movie updates are coming very soon. Trust me, when the phone rings again, don't answer.